Okay, guys, good evening. So, today we are going to be talking about something important, okay, and it is formulas. And I hope not to waste it less your time. Please don't create another sheet yet, just stay with me on this. And this formula, I want to quickly write random numbers 20, 30, 50, 80, then let's stop at 6, 78. Okay, so I wrote random numbers, right? So what is formula? Let's begin with that. Like I told you, formulas, we write our formula inside this box section. Last that I told you that. And this formula, you use it to give instructions to your computer. For example, let's come to a random cell. Just stay with me. This is for your understanding. Understand this, okay? You don't cram anything, just understand how it works so that you get the idea. So you come here, you write equals to, let's say I write 5 plus 7 and I mark it. You see that it will give me the answer as 12. And remember the first law of formula, that you start with equals to. For every formula you start with equals to. Now in coding, I'm not teaching you guys coding, no, but in coding there's something called syntax. Okay, in coding there's something called syntax, and syntax is a way a language is supposed to be written or spoken. Okay, syntax is a way a language is supposed to be written or spoken. So every language has their own syntax. Now for this formula for your Excel or Google Sheet, the formula is, the first thing you do is what? You write your equals to, right? The next thing you do is that you call your function. Then after your function, you do anything you want to do inside. That's the syntax. You start with equals to, you call any of your function. The function we used in the last class was proper, and we know what proper does. Format a strings, a word, to its standard form. Alright, the function and anything you want to do. That's the syntax of the general formula structure. Okay, equals to, the function name, and anything you want to do. So let's move on quickly. I'm going to do away with this. Alright, so let's come this B anywhere in the cell, because we are just learning. Let me name this sum, and underneath this sum we want to add everything from A1 to A6. Remember, your column is always alphabet and your row is always number. So when I say A5, A is for column, 5 is for number, is for row. Okay, column is to alphabet while row is to number. So I want to add 1 to 6, every number from 1 to 6. I will come in, I will write equals to, okay, I'm going to write equals to, then there is a function called sum, like the way you do your normal summation. Sum, you see sum, and what do I want to sum? I want to add from A1 to, now I just introduced guys to a new symbol, which is this full column. This full column is called range. Okay, remember, as I'm typing it, I'm saying it the way it is. I'm saying sum A1 to A6. That is it. Sum A1 to A6. If I click it, you're going to see the answer 268. Okay, sum A1. So this full column is range between one number to another, because you might be using it, you're going to be using it. So sum A1 to A6, Okay, so what have we done? We started with equals to, which is normal way to start. You started the formula, then you use sum, and you know that sum is function name, and after your function you do all of this. Okay, and inside all the function, your this or anything you write inside the function is an argument. Don't beat your head across that. My previous Python students will get it quickly, but if you are new to this, don't beat yourself. Okay, just follow the syntax: equals to your function, and inside the function, what do you want to work on? All right, so it is not just limited to sum. That's why I say you should not cram. We have sum, we have, let's say we have another one is average. Let's say you want to get the average of a number in your data set. You just come here and type average. You will see average between A1 to, I just hope you are getting this, to A6. So average is 44.66 66667. All right, there's a way you format this, but we're not going there now. So it's not only average. You also have max. I thought there are much, that's why I wouldn't want you to cram them. Between A1 and A6, which one is the maximum number? You can see it picked 80. All right, so this is just introduction to, you can also check for the minimum, min. So this is where I just want you to get the understanding, so that when you meet such, you will have a little insight on what to do. Okay, now let's say we are not doing sum or addition or subtraction or anything again. We want to mark exam. Let's say exam grading, and in this exam grading, for us to be able to do this successfully, we have to use a condition called if condition. If you are new to coding, this will sound strange. Okay, thereby at least one should have basic knowledge of coding. Coding is not about computer and this thing. Coding is what controls life generally. If you understand code, you'll be able to live well. Thereby they even call it code of conduct. Code is everywhere. Okay, but I will explain it. Conditional statement, it is called if else. If else, like normal English, your mommy will tell you, if you want to eat, remember, note the word if you want to eat, wash plate, else you won't eat, right? In programming, I can just come to tell you that if you want to have money, do this project, else, and I will stop there. And as a programmer, you should know what I mean already, and as an English student, you should know what it meant. Okay, so if else statement is a conditional statement. So we can use this if else in what was it called, in our formula. So let's check for if a student scores above 50 or above, it means the student passed, right? So let's start. I'm going to say equals to, okay, don't cram, just understand it and ensure you understand it. I'm going to say equals to, so we can start with our function. Our function is what? If. Okay, now if what? If we are going to be working with just one, this A1. So if A1 is greater than or equals to 50. Please, do you understand what I just did here? If A1 is greater than or equals to 50, that's what I just did. If A1 greater than or equals to 50, like the way they mark our exam, then what? You put comma, then what will you show? It will show pass. That is the syntax. But if it is less than 50 core, then it should show, remember I'm putting space, it should show fail. Let's check this out. It's as if there will be okay, it worked well. So let me cancel this. Let's do it well. Okay, so let's come to this section because we are going to be highlighting. So let's do it together now. If A1, the score in A1, if it is greater than, don't cram, if it is greater than or equals to 50, right, then you put comma, put space, then what should happen? Then it should print true. Remember I'm putting true inside a quotation, double quotation. But if it is not greater than or equals to 50, then what? Print fail. I wrote true instead of pass. Let's check this out. Okay, so for this thing to work, let's remember how we did this thing. We drag this down and we autofill. So you will see pass, fail, pass, fail, pass. Automatically our formula worked everywhere just because of the conditional statement. I go back again. Please learn, just it's basic. As if you understand English, you can understand coding. If A1 is greater than or equals to 50, comma, you are done with that, then what should happen? It should show pass. But if it is not, if this condition is not met, then it should show fail. Okay, I want to hope this one is a bit clear. All right, but there is another catch. So what's the catch? What if this person did not write the exam? What if the person did not write the exam? So let's add two more. So let's say empty. Let's add 60. Let's say empty again. Let's add 12. Okay, so let's work on our formula now. So now if you follow this carefully, you will see that we are not only talking about if they have 50 or above. What if they did not write the exam at all? So we are having three conditions, right? If it is below 50, they fail. If it is above 50 or above, they pass. And if their score is not recorded, it will show absent. Okay, so for this to work, we already know the formula for pass or fail, so we need a new formula. Now take note of this. This is it. So we are going to start with that last one, which is the absent. We are going to say, if, stay with me, it's not complex. If A1 is empty, and how do you do empty sign? You just do this quotation mark. You don't write anything inside. Okay, put the quotation mark, don't put anything inside. It shows that it is empty. So if A1 is empty, what should it print? Then it should print absent. Please, I need you guys to practice this, like practice it. Okay, it should print absent. So we are done with, where am I writing? Well, let me cut this rather, and let's do it here. Print absent. So we are done with the absent one. If it is absent, we know. So let's start again with those ones that with this next, with the other conditions, which is the pass and fail. Then you will start again. If, remember, every if has its own function box. If a1 again is greater than or equals to 50, is greater than or equals to 50, then print show me pass. I just pray people don't complain about this work. But if it is not pass, what should it show? Fail. So if we highlight everything, down here, and we autofill, so you will see fail, fail, pass, pass, then you will see absent. Okay, I don't want you to cram it, just familiarize oh wow, just familiarize yourself with the concept. Okay, it's just like you reading in English, normal English. If a1 is empty, then comma, print absent. Just practice this. Means I not even cram it now, it's just in me. And the reason I know it so well is because I also know programming languages. All I just need to know about this is the syntax, because I know if else, and if I've taught you Python before, you will be familiar with if else statement. And if you have not learned Python or something, you can reach out, just let me know, so that we see whether I can fix a class and teach you guys. It will also be helpful, just normal stuff. All right, so if you understand this, if you truly understand this and the coding, not coding, and the formulas we use, this is what you will do. This one particularly, so this is what you do. That project that you are working on, go there, this is it, go there, create another. So in your F section, this your score. Now we want to work on them. Okay, so you can write grade. So the grade, you are going to write the formula. If this is A2, right? We are starting from A2 to A6. So if A2 is empty, then print absent, then comma. If A2 is greater than or equals to 50 or this thing, then just do everything. But I would advise you, know that yours is much. Ensure that you have scores that are below 50, you have scores that are above 50, because we are going to be doing our chart from this. Okay, so just try it, attempt it, and get back to me in the group. If you have any question, just reach out to the group. Yeah. All right, so thank you very much. I just hope you understand formula. Okay, we would have moved on, but I just want you guys to get the glimpse. Okay, understand it, because most times you will most likely use AI, but the aim of this is for you to understand. All right, so thank you very much. My time